Hello and welcome to the first episode of what will hopefully be a long and interesting Let's Play of X3 Terran Conflict. This series is going to be a little bit different from the ones that are already out there because I'm essentially starting at the end. I've completed all the plots except for a couple that don't give very interesting rewards, and I'm going to show all the interesting things you can do at the end game. So, spoiler alert, I'm going to talk about plots that I've completed. I've completed the hub plot and the HQ plot, and since the names tell you the rewards, I don't know how much of a spoiler that is, but for the hub plot, you essentially need to gather large amounts of resources, so I've built quite a bit of an infrastructure, lots of factories that I'm now going to put to use building a fleet, and for the HQ plot, you get your own headquarters. So my plan is to take the resources I already have and go forth and build fleets and blow shit up. So my HQ is turned into a bit of a parking garage. I had quite a bit of excess money as I was doing the plot for the HQ. I shifted all my factories into selling their stuff, and I've made quite a bit of money. So after I got my HQ, I went and I raised my reputation with all the races, and went and bought all their destroyers. So I have all the M2 class ships that you can get without boarding anything. And that's something for another time, because that'll definitely take forever. So I have the Otas Boreas here up first, and next is the Terran Osaka. I have actually gone and already bought quite a few factories that produce the capital tier shields and weapons. And of course the weapons for Commonwealth ships are different from the ones for the Terran ships. I hear the Osaka's really good, but I'm going to have to invest in the other factories if I want to start mass producing it. There's the Pyramid ship, it looks like poop. I decided to go with red for painting all my ships, and it looks pretty good on a lot of them, but the Pyramid one just doesn't look very good. So next up are the Argon M2 and the Talati M2. The Talati one's definitely the biggest. I might go with that just because having a fleet of large ships is pretty cool. And the next one is my trusty Mammoth. I pretty much hauled everything that I bought over here in that. It's been very good. And then there's the mobile mining ship you get from the Terran plot. And the last one I have over there is the split ship. So I'm going to end up picking one of these, reverse engineering it, and then pumping out a bunch of them. And the last one I have over there is actually a frigate. It's my missile frigate. I haven't put that one to use, but I hear they're pretty good. So in my two factories that I have over here, I have the primarily ore factory that I've built all my capital ship weapons factories on, and my missile factory, and a couple of other factories that I'm going to end up switching over and using to produce all the goods that you're going to need to build stuff at the HQ. The other one over here is mostly silicon, and it was half of the chips, it produced half the chips that I needed for the hub plot. So I'm going to need chips and crystals and all that stuff, and they're going to mostly come from over here. The sector I'm in right now is called Guiding Star. It's one of the possible rewards from the new home plot. Apparently it gives you more silicon asteroids than the other options, so that's why I went with it. And I've just built my stuff down on the south side, have everything nice and neat and close together here. So as you would expect, I have this connected to the hub. Here's the gate over here, and I have a couple of laser towers to protect it. There's quite a few on the other side in the hub, and they've worked really well at deterring pirates. They just destroy anything that goes through the gate, so I don't have to worry about them blowing my shit up while I'm AFK. And trust me, I was AFK a lot. So here's the hub. Nothing too interesting about it. It's served its purpose. I have it connected to Legends Home and Ore Belt. Legends Home mostly, that's the OTAS HQ, so I have it connected there mostly for the jump drives and ease of getting that. And the Ore Belt is where I have one of my other factories. I built another complex there for getting microchips for the hub plot, because trust me, you need a lot of those things. And it worked out pretty well. I've since switched that over to simply selling everything, and it's made me quite a bit of money. I'll show you that last. So I'm pretty well set up here. With the gates connected to the three places that they are, I don't have to spend too much energy jumping to anywhere in the universe. I might switch OTAS HQ to some other place, but for now I think that's pretty good. And here we are at Orbelt. Here's my factory. As I said, it's got a bunch of chip plants, and it's been selling energy and everything that it can to various other traders. See, it's got 50 million just kind of hanging out. So my plans, as I said before, are to get the rest of this infrastructure really nailed down so I can just start feeding all the required resources to my headquarters and start pumping out chips. I'm not entirely sure which of the M2s I'm going to end up mass producing. As I said earlier, it's probably going to be a Commonwealth one, but I'll take a look at the different statistics and come up with the one that's probably going to be the best. I might end up at some point getting a carrier, an M1, but those seem like a pain to deal with. I don't know, I'll see. I have a nice trade fleet kind of ready to start ferrying resources, and I'm probably going to make an episode of configuring that. That's always a pain. But I hope you guys enjoy this, and if you have any suggestions on which ship to choose, that'll be great. Thank you.